Alright, so this is probably going to be a video long in the making, and I say that because it is December 31st, 2022, and the time that I'm starting this video and the time that I end this video will probably be, who knows, sometime this summer maybe. But anyway, the whole reason I'm making this video is because over Christmas break we were gone up to Virginia where it's cold, and while we were gone we had a freeze here in Jacksonville, Florida. The freeze hurt my elephant ears that are out here in the backyard. I did not cover them up or anything before we left, so anyway, let me show you what we're looking at. This is what I came home to. You can see they froze over, or the frost got them. So now I'm cutting them back, cleaning them up. You can see these ones over here that I've already done. These ones over here that I still need to do. But we'll see how well they grow back. Now, I know they will grow back because I have had some that froze the first year I was here and I didn't do anything with them. Didn't know I really needed to. I'm not really a plant person. But anyway, they froze off. I just took the leaves back, cut them back out, got rid of them, and then they grew back. At one point in time, throughout the 5 years that I've been here, I had one that was so big, it fell over and uprooted itself. So that one, I ended up moving to over here. I just moved it over to the side of the yard and it grew. It survived. It actually started another one over here. This one, I believe, sprouted up from it. So these things thrive and survive actually pretty well. I didn't plant any of these. They've just been here growing constantly. I have pictures of me standing underneath some of these ones right here that grew so tall that I could stand underneath them. That may have been last summer. I'll have to pull up the pictures and see. But anyway, like I said, this video is going to be a long time in the making, and we'll see how it turns out. So you can see what I did was basically I just cut them back. Kind of tried to cut them as a slant and cut the tops off. You can see how this one is kind of trying to uproot itself here. And like I said, I still got to get all those over there done too. Alright, so you can see what I've done. I just cut them off. Cut them off, cleared it back. I gotta get a little bit more that I need to get back out of the way, but you can see how big these things are. They're huge. I mean, look at that compared to my hand. Hopefully these will turn out fine. Still got a little bit of yard cleanup to do over here in this area. And I see something's digging in my yard over here. Something dug a hole right there, you can see. That was not there yesterday when I was cleaning this stuff up. Something was digging underneath there, but I kind of tried to fill it back in. I'm going to have to get some more dirt and fill that back in. Doesn't look like they came back yet. Look, here's another one of these. Just look at how massive these roots are, this root system for these are. Well, hopefully they survive. we'll see come spring. Hopefully, since it's only January, since it's January 1st, 2023 now, hopefully we won't have any more freezes. However, our cold month is next month in February. I still have this one over here to get. Oh look, I found a little snake. See it? Little black racer. Hopefully he's keeping all the other bad snakes away. But anyway, like I was saying, hopefully these will survive. I haven't never done anything to them before. They have been through another freeze or two, and I just kind of cut the leaves off as needed. Alright, so I'm going to give you a little update on my elephant ear plants. Today is February 11th, 2023. I believe the last video I made on my plants that I had cut back because of the freeze that we had here in Jacksonville, Florida was December 31st. So we are a little over a month after, and I'll show you how my plants are doing now. So my weeds kind of need to be taken care of. My clovers, dollar weeds. But as you can see here, this one's grown up quite a bit. It hasn't died. That one a little further back there hasn't died. These two over here actually have new plant growing out of it with the new leaf. And you can see the one over there by the pool pump. It's got new growth coming out of it as well. Come around over here to this one. It's got new growth coming out of it, and you can see right there behind it has got new growth coming out of it as well. Now this one here is the one that I was actually could stand under one year. It's not doing as great as the rest of them, but it is having some new growth coming out of it here. It's trying. Got a new some new growth coming out of the ground there, probably off of this, as well as this one here. And you can see all the ones back there too, where they're coming out of the ground. These things grow like wild here. I don't know, they seed and move and transplant, I guess, pretty easy. And now we'll move on to the one that I didn't even really clear back yet. So this is the one that I transplanted from over there by the pool. It is the one that fell over. When I was doing all the cutting back after the freeze, this is the one that I did not cut any of the stuff back or off, as you can tell. So I was just kind of trying to do an experiment versus cutting it back and not cutting it back, and you can see this one's actually thriving pretty good. And we've got another little one that is sprouting up over here too, and this has got to be off of this big one because this was not here prior to me moving this one over here once from when it fell over. Okay, now it is June 17th, 2023. We are now 6.5 months in from when I had to trim back my elephant ears because they froze up. I just want to give an update so you can see where we're at now. 6.5 months in. And there we go. They're huge again. They are huge. That's my hand in comparison to one of the leaves. Orange tree in the background. So I can pretty much stand underneath this one again. I believe this is the original one that I could stand under before, but I can stand underneath it again 6.5 months after they froze, and I had to cut them back. I have other weeds that are growing up in here, but and some of these I need to cut off, like this whole thing here just kind of fell out of its own little root that you can see over here. So they're all just growing wild, sprouting off the root system from these other plants, such as these. I find that once they fall over and hit the ground, they pretty much start to die off. So then all you need to do is trim them back, like this one here. I had to trim back because it had lain over and hit the ground. I got one here that I'm going to need to cut off. Once they start turning yellow like that, there's pretty much no saving them, at least to my knowledge. Now, I don't have a green thumb, never have had a green thumb, never claim to have had a green thumb. These are just here at my house when I moved in. And the ones over here that I had transplanted, I had talked about before, look, I didn't even do anything to them. I just kind of cleared them back. I didn't even do as much prep work on these as I did on the other ones when they froze over by the house. Remember, and this is one that I moved because it fell over. It pretty much uprooted itself from over here. So it uprooted itself and fell over, and I transplanted it over there. Anyway, just giving an update. Maybe I'll go a little bit longer, make another update, and we'll see how they turn out. Okay, today is Monday, August 21st, technically the end of summer, because kids have went back to school, and this will be a last update as far as my elephant ear plants go. You can see how big they are now. I can for sure stand underneath this one, pretty much almost that one, but they have all sprouted up huge now. They're all growing really good. I do have, or did get, a ant infestation. As I was trimming up yesterday doing yard work, I had found that I had some ants that were eating at it, and that is actually what is causing all of this, ants. So as I trimmed back, I'd found them inside there. I put some 7 dust in there on them. This big old one over here, same. I put some 7 dust down inside there, because down inside there was just riddled with ants. So you can see there's another one right there. We got some spiders. Thought maybe I'd get rid of those too, but this flower coming up, that one over there, everything's going good. I'd cut this one up. Yeah, see, I'm pretty much standing underneath this one too. Standing on that one, and it's way taller than me. Come over here to this one, right next to it. Standing under it. So they've all turned out really good. The one that I was worried about didn't really grow out of where it was at, or out of its main root, but it's got 2 big ones that grew up next to it. Actually, kind of 3 big ones that grew up next to it. This one, and this one back here. And one back there. Huge. I can pretty much stand underneath that one as well. And let's go look at our ones over here. the transplanted ones that fell that I didn't really do anything to. Not quite as big, but it's still pretty good size. I mean, looks like there might be something eating on it too. Look at that, my hand on that one, but I'm gonna have to do some digging over here and see what's eating it. But they're all growing really good. Anyway, like I said, last update. Look, 1, 2, 3. This thing's got 3 more of them growing over here now. All this coming off of that one right there. Some more yard clearing that I need to do over here. But anyway, all right, that's it. Last update. Let's get this one uploaded.